Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and as I'm sure you could tell from the title, today we are talking about the song Welcome to Horrorwood by Ice9 Kills. Now, Dark Sage, you just added that to your Wizard of Metal list on your Discord. That is true, I did that basically because I don't want to talk about any song that isn't on my Discord list on my server. So, yeah, I added that about 20 minutes ago so I can talk about it now. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because I've wanted to talk about Ice9 Kills for a while now, but I couldn't think of a proper way to do that through my usual channels, and the couple of the songs of theirs that I have posted up there I'm planning on using for future polls. So I figured I would need to use one just to kind of break the ice. 9 kills. I'll see myself out. But before I do that, let's roll the soundtrack choice. Alright, I guess we're sticking with the classics. If I roll the classics one more time, then the next time around I will just make the choice on my own. It'll probably be something other than the classics because, of course, it'll be rolled 3 times. Now, one of the problems that I was facing with coming up with a build for not the album, but the song itself, Welcome to Horrorwood, is that I wasn't 100% sure what build to go with, because the lyrics are more so just taking stabs at the idea of Hollywood in general, while just being kind of an energetic sort of like, yeah, just kind of playing around with the idea of Hollywood in general. So what did I do? So should I do something based on the idea of like lights, camera, action? I mean, that seemed a little silly. Like, I wasn't sure. There's no real way to really emulate a camera or recording, or acting for that matter. I mean, this is all pretty serious stuff. I mean, you've got to command elements in order to slap around wizards. That's serious business. And then it hit me. Why don't I just do a build that basically riffs on horror movies in general? And as we all know, that's one of the things that Ice9 Kills has done over their last couple of albums, is that they've been really into the idea of basically talking about horror movies in their songs. Like, a lot of their songs are inspired by horror movies and stories. So here's what I came up with. We're going to use the Chrono Glove as a way to balance out Obsidian Splitter, which of course is a reference to just about any axe-murdering horror movie villain out there. But most specifically, I think of Jack from The Shining. We all know that horror movies have an inexplicable ability to get around, so Chaotic Rift. Crystalline Balestra, to me, I mean, it's obviously way bigger than Machete, but, I mean, I couldn't think of another way to get in the idea of good old Jason Voorhees. And Radiant Beats, to me, like, the stabbing motion to me is reminiscent of going in with a knife, and that most accurately reminds me of Ghostface from Scream. So, classic horror movie villains. Dark Sage, you seem to have forgotten about Freddy Krueger? No, because to me that's what the Chrono Glove is. There's just no claws. But imagine it has claws, and if I find the Glove of Patience, I'll take that as well. Alright, I think we've got everything settled, so let's see, what is our build looking like? Well, first of all, I'd like to point out it's the classic 3 from when the game originally released, and somehow I'm not surprised to see that Zeal is at the end. Lately, she's just kind of been the de facto rank 3 boss for me. I don't know why. Alright. Oh, hey, we can upgrade Jack's axe right away. And then, I mean, I could take Cascading Blitz. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't exactly fit the horror theme, but... But yeah, I am going to go ahead and upgrade the axe. I'm going to be keeping that throughout the entirety of the run. So, there's no sense in just going, I need to get rid of this. Hey, not if I'm going to use it. So, the Ice Nine Kills album that I'm talking about is, of course, the Silver Scream. Or not the Silver Scream, it's actually technically the Silver Scream 2, Welcome to Horrorwood. I am not playing well right now, so forgive me. But I have today off work, so I don't have that as an excuse, so... Let's just face facts, I'm kind of playing like an idiot. None of these are great, but that Chaos Scanner does at least do some damage, or increase my damage a little bit. That having been said, I'm kind of more interested in taking Cascading Blitz. Why didn't you take the portal back? Shut up. So when I went into their discography to be like, okay, let's see what Ice Nine Kills has done. That was smart of me. Get out of here. Like, I had assumed that Welcome to Horrorwood was, like, I knew they had albums before the Silver Scream, and Welcome to Horrorwood and the Silver Scream are related. Like, obviously the Silver Scream came first, and Welcome to Horrorwood is like a sequel. So I figured, okay, so they probably, since they had music out before that, I'm going to assume that this is their 4th album. It's like, no, it's their 6th? Like, I am honestly surprised that Ice Nine Kills has been around that long. Like, I wasn't expecting that. Like, I'm quite surprised that their music is that prolific, and they put a lot of production into their songs, too. Like, it's been described as, like, nu metal, it's been described as kind of like, there are songs that sound like symphonic death metal, like, it's crazy. They have a range that's really impressive. And to me, that just shows their talent as artists and musicians, because they can really put a lot of effort behind their music. And I will go on right now to say that my favorite album of 2021 was Final Days by Organogon, but Welcome to Horrorwood is definitely number 2. And that's the thing, it's a very close number 2. Like, I sometimes am not 100% sure which... Here, we'll grab that. Like, I'm sometimes not sure which album I actually like better. How are you still alive? And no, I'm not going to go get the Curse Eater's Watch. I get the feeling, the way I've been playing, that I'm probably going to need this Horned Halo, so yeah. You didn't have to take it. I didn't, but I wanted to. And I figured instead of spending money on the Chaos Scanner, let's save my money and see if I find anything else a little bit more useful. Now, the song Welcome to Horrorwood itself, which I will be going over the lyrics of in the very near future here. That hurt. Is seemingly a song that's almost entirely just about... It almost seems like it's a song... Like, I'm not sure how best to say what I'm thinking, but... Let me see here. Well, I might grab that if I don't find... Well, I mean, I guess even if I do find Seville on this floor, I'd rather give him this than the health, so... Take that. So I guess the best way to put it is the song itself is more or less kind of poking fun at Hollywood, while simultaneously just acting as a really decent opening track for the album itself. I mean, the comparisons are all right there. Oh, hey, there's the Glove of Patience. Now, I know I said I would take that, but I also kind of would like to take the Anchor of Burden, just because I know that that's going to be better for my build in general. But I mean, you want the Freddy Krueger glove, there it is. And there's a good chance that I'll probably still pick it up and run with it. But there is also the opportunity that I will go back on what I said, because I would like to think that's just going to be more effective for the run in general. And right now, the Anchor of Burden would be more useful for the run in general, just because it makes it that much easier for me to take out enemies and get those precious stuns. Okay, so we definitely take the Ballesta upgrade, because that's just free damage and an extra hit. Do I take Mock Stunner? Why am I going a direction I've already gone before? What is wrong with me? I missed. Damn you, narrow hitbox. Why are you still alive? Ooh, look at that range. Oh, baby. Alright, so now let's think about this. I think I'm gonna break my promise. I'm sorry, guys. I know you'll never forgive me for disrespecting Freddy Krueger like that. But I gotta go with the option that's going to be overall better for the run itself. Then the last thing I'll do is I will grab Mock Stunner, and we'll go ahead and open that locked treasure chest. it's a single elemental lock, so I'm not expecting anything great. Which just goes to show maybe I should not hold my expectations so high. Or in this case, so low. And Voorhees. Aha! There we go. Beautifully done. Volt Pinball is nice, but I don't think I'll need it. Alright, let me shift in my chair a little bit so I make a bunch of noise. I'm sorry. Now, as for the song Welcome to Horrorwood itself, the meaning of the song is, it's... Like I said, to me it just seems like a nice little poke at Hollywood in general. Hollywood in general and the idea behind it. And what with their shtick over their last couple of albums being that they do songs largely about horror movie franchises. Like there's a lot that goes into the subtext of it, but the lyrics themselves are relatively simple, so the meaning of the song is kind of hard to misconstrue either way. So let's now get into that. Like, I know that's part of the reason why people tune into these videos, though as per usual, I wish more people would tune into them. So maybe share what we do here. All right, so welcome to Horrorwood. Now, I've explained this many times in the past, but I tend to read the lyrics very blandly, because instead of trying to emulate the song, I want you to know what the lyrics are definitely. I want you to also be able to take your own interpretation to them, and then hopefully you'll take that and go listen to the song itself, which I will put a link in the description of this video to the music video for Welcome to Horrorwood. But anyway, here we go, and I just noticed something. Where I'm looking up the lyrics, the first word of the song is ink. Now, it's written all in capital, and I don't know why they did that, but I just figured it out. Because, of course, the initials INK are Ice Nine Kills, which it's very clever in a sort of like I'm an idiot kind of way. And keep in mind, I'm the idiot here for not realizing it right away. Alright, anyway, without further ado, here we go. Ink fills the page. A classic killer completes the cast. If evil's all the rage, cut to the close-up, then fade to black. It's all very, very forthcoming so far. You're talking about essentially writing a script. Sit back for the sequel of your dreams. All psychos crave more shocking scenes. Who cares if it bleeds beyond the screen? So now we're talking about potentially, like, you know, the killer being part of the cast, the close-up, fade to black, and now this second part is very clearly, I very clearly got up button there, so that wasn't fun. But yeah, this second part is very clearly talking about the idea of what's happening in the film bleeding beyond the screen, which you could take that as a kind of callback to Wes Craven's New Nightmare. But I don't think that's what it was supposed to be. I think that was supposed to be just the idea of just taking ideas that happen in filmmaking and putting them to a more creepy tone. But moving on. Also, all psychos crave more shocking scenes. Yeah, that's a thing. Enough so that for a while, slasher movies were very heavily censored by the MPAA. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We've got lyrics to read. Next part. Are you misunderstood? Are you more bad than good? Welcome to Horrorwood, where anyone would kill for a callback. Now, this is of course talking about Hollywood screenwriters and how they would pretty much give anything to get a call back in their field. Which from what I've heard is not the easiest thing in the world to get happen. If you're a screenwriter trying to sell a script, getting a call back is a real pain, and if you get a call back, well, you just about made it. Now, this isn't a universal truth or anything, it's just something to think about, as well as creating very nice lyrics. Now, that, of course, is the chorus of the song, so you'll be expecting to hear that a couple times. Anyone. Because everyone is just so fucking desperate for fame. Can't blame the savages this town attracts. I guess we're all insane. So silence the critics, because this is not an act. But here's the soundtrack. Now, that's kind of a self-aware nod to the idea that they are playing a song. I don't want any of that. And everything else is pretty average for what you've heard about people trying to make it in Hollywood. See, sit back for the sequel of your dreams. All psychos crave more shocking scenes. Who cares if it bleeds beyond the screen? So there we go, we get that again. Now, the sequel of your dreams part, they're very clearly talking about their own album there, so make of that what you will. I think it's not like the most clever, creative nod in the world, but it's there, and I can appreciate it. See, and here's the chorus again. Are you misunderstood? Yeah. Are you more bad than good? Welcome to Horrorwood, where anyone would kill for a callback. Now, I get the feeling that there's some lyrics missing here because... Oh no, here's the second part of the chorus. The tabloids say, there goes the neighborhood, but long live Horrorwood, the only place it pays to be a hack. Now, as you all know, the term hack in this case is being used to describe hacking apart your victims because, horror movie. But, of course, if you're described as a hack in Hollywood, it means... It's like, oh, he's just a hack. He has no idea what he's doing. Alright, next part. But will you make the cut if you know stardom's just an afterthought for all those stabbed in the back lot, piled up and left to rot? So how's this for an establishing shot? Now, in the actual song, there's a little play on words there where they have the sound effect of cocking a gun. So that there is something a little bit lost in translation there. I apologize for that. There's only so much I can do when just reading the lyrics. But there you go. And yeah, I completely went in a circle and found nothing because I am a genius. Alright, we're going this way. So, once again, we do the chorus again. Are you misunderstood? Are you more bad than good? Welcome to Horrorwood, where anyone would kill for a call back. The tabloids say, there goes the neighborhood, but long live Horrorwood, the only place where everyone should fear the premiere. There's always a target out on the red carpet. Between silver screams, something's awakened, but you'll never make it, but enjoy the show. So, we're clearly talking about the melody here. Alright, we're gonna grab that, and we're gonna grab that. Because, yeah, why not be ultra fast on top of being able to teleport? I'm done. Alright. Now after that, it's the chorus again. Are you misunderstood? Are you more bad than good? Welcome to Horrorwood, where anyone would kill for a call back. The tabloids say, there goes the neighborhood, but long live Horrorwood, the only place where it pays to be a hack. Be a hack, welcome back. The welcome back, of course, is them going, hey, you came back for our next album, welcome back. With the whole idea of it being kind of self-aware horror nods, you can obviously take that to mean like, oh, there's something creepy going on here. It's like, yeah, no shit, we're talking about horror movies. And, you know, I'm a slasher villain, so... Alright, so let me go ahead and put this down and actually continue the run. So the lyrics of the song are they're very clearly poking fun at Hollywood. The idea that it's difficult to make it, the idea that everyone's desperate for fame and stardom. Which, I mean, that's the only real reason to go to Hollywood or LA in general, because you're desperately craving that you know, star-studded factor. You want to be famous, you want to be popular, you want to be a part of the show. You know, all that. Alright, I've got 2 movement arcana that can be boosted by the soccer cleats. I'm gonna come back, and after I see if there's anything that I like from Iris's shop, yes, I could have used the portal, but apparently I like taking the scenic route. And can you blame me when I've got Sonic the Hedgehog speed? Honestly, I kind of like my build right now. That was really dumb. And in case you're wondering if I'm going to bring it up, yes, Mach Stunner is a great combo linker. It's long lasting. It does the right amount of hit stun. It hits multiple times. So yes, essentially what I have right here is another combo build. But honestly, would you expect anything less from me at this point? Alright, so when we get back, we will definitely buy the soccer cleats. Now, if you're anything like me, like when you first heard Ice Nine Kills, they do songs based on horror movies. Oftentimes, what you're gonna want to, or I know when I first heard that. Sorry, I was making an odd straw man thing there. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but also let's go ahead and buy something to give to Iris, or not Iris, to Dr. Song. I'm sure she'll appreciate this Ward of Flames. Ooh, renewing potion vial. Thank you. No thanks. Like, the idea that comes to mind when you tell someone, oh, they make songs inspired by horror movies. You want to go, oh, like which horror movies? Well, just on Welcome to Horrorwood, I know that there's a song that's inspired by Child's Play. That was terrible. I should not have used the second charge. Okay, I used Mock Stunner way in the wrong time there. God damn, fuck. Why do you do that to me? Ah. If I had teleported straight, I would have gone around for attack entirely. Grab it, but I probably won't need it. Though it is another movement arcana, so that could get boosted by the soccer cleats. Actually, I don't know if it counts as a movement arcana yet or not. I'm just assuming because it's got the word charge in it and it's a goddamn dash. Oh, yeah, it's movement. I already have one thing doing that, though, so no reason to be too greedy. I don't want to remove Mock Stunner, because Mock Stunner is just good. But anyway, as I was saying, just on Welcome to Horrorwood, there's songs based off Child's Play, there's one based off of Evil Dead. We are looking at a fairy adoption party happening here. I'll go back for both of them soon. I'm a dummy. Go away. Let's see, Child's Play, Evil Dead, I'm trying to remember. There's one about American Psycho, which I didn't quite expect. But I mean, I guess by all rights, it is a horror movie. Sweet, I don't want that. Not for this build, anyway. I like Airborne Slam, but not taking it for this build. Now, obviously there are others, but I'm trying to think of the ones that are specifically on Welcome to Horrorwood. But I mean, that's three good examples right there. It's Child's Play, Evil Dead, American Psycho. There's a song about Hellraiser, and one of my favorites on that album that isn't the one about Child's Play is there's one about Candyman. That song is... I really like that song. There's also one about cabin fever, which... they must have been reaching when they got to cabin fever, not gonna lie. Why am I just going right back to where I came from? I was attempting to go adopt fairies, and then my brain said, no, go that way! I think I was looking for Iris, but okay, so let's take Naya and Aura with me. And do I want the cotton candy? I guess I will know the answer to that question after I find my way to Iris. Not that I'm expecting to buy anything from Iris, but there always is the chance that I'll find something there and go, well, that just completes this build. Also, having more money for the next floor is always a good thing. Okay, I'm not seeing anything that completes the build, but I'm seeing things that I like. For example, I really like Tidal Blast, but I already have something that... I have two things that create shields for me already. So I think I'm okay as is. So yes, I will buy the cotton candy, is what I'm saying. Okay, you need to go. And no thanks, and that's just gonna make things awkward for me, so no. Now, obviously I had said that Ice Nine Kills was perhaps, or that their album Welcome to Horrorwood was perhaps one of my favorite albums of 2021. And I'm certainly not lying. I tend to still frequent that album. Like, when I'm out on a route, I'll just be like, I kind of want to listen to this. Hey, let's be even faster. How about that? Okay, I will now openly admit I feel like I'm a little too fast. Like, this is actually, like, kind of hard to control fast. Okay, don't actually need anything from there, but again, there's stuff there I like. I'm just happy with this build as it is. Nice. Ooh, Shark Mask. What do you do again? Signature art, but always results in a ooh, that's really strong with this. Plus, how ridiculous do I look now? I am not Ghostface. I am not Jason Voorhees. I am not Freddy Krueger. I'm not even Hotel Jack. They call me awkward. Make fun of me too much though, and I will bite your face off. No, fuck that. I'm Jaws. Why didn't I think of that? I'm Jaws. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Salsa shark. I don't need to gamble with Nocturne, but again, the option is there. So if there is a way to play a specific seed, this would be something for you to try out. See if you can get that one Dream Arcana from Nocturne. Oh, also I just realized Bowser Shell. And no, you'll never get me to not call it the Bowser Shell. Alright, what I would really like is something that makes my signature charge faster now to offset the slower signature charge. Granted, it's only a 20% reduction in its usefulness, but and unless you have a lot of damage or a decent signature charge, you notice it. Actually, no, I'm not Jaws. I'm Super Jaws because I can go on land. Sorry, hon, you can't stop a good slasher at his job. And that brings up an interesting point. Would you guys consider Jaws, I mean, yes, it's a villain of a horror movie. Would you consider Jaws specifically a slasher? I mean, granted, the term villain is kind of a difficult pill to swallow because to be considered villainous is to imply intent, and I'm not sure if Jaws had any intent outside of eat a lot. But that's why I'm asking, because I'm curious if you feel that Jaws deserves that distinction, or if Jaws is actually not evil, just chaotic. Let's see. No, I'm kind of okay with the kind of weird, awkward setup that I have, so let's go! So I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys about Ice Nine Kills. I have not heard any of their older work. The only ones of their albums that I have are Silver Stream and Welcome to Horrorwood. But I mean, I've heard that they're just talented in general. It doesn't take the horror movie aesthetic of their sound to make them good at what they do. And I will say that I feel as though they are very talented musicians. And of course, the first thing you do is summon your minions. Damn it. The one problem with facing Sura with a strictly melee build is that you have a very hard time dealing with these fuckers. Oh my goodness, again. Whew. Oh my goodness, that was way harder than it needed to be. Damage taken too fucking much. Could have just said that. Anyway, that is it for Rainbow Shark here. And incidentally, the end of my talk about Ice Nine Kills, and specifically the song Welcome to Horrorwood. As said, I will put a link to the music video in the description below. Like I said, I think they're really good. They're very talented musicians that can do a range of different sounds, and I think it's like their music is wonderfully varied, and I think they're really, really good. Like, as a testament to that, I know that their album, Welcome to Horrorwood, which is, of course, what we've been talking about this whole time, so I don't know why I felt the need to reiterate that, but I know that topped out at number 18 on the I think it was the Billboard Top 100, I'm not sure, but it was number 1 on the hard rock charts, so obviously I'm not the only one who loves this album, and I think it's for good reason, so go check it out. It's really, really good listening if you like some good hard rock, and yeah, hopefully that gets us a good way into talking about Ice Nine Kills, so in the future we can talk a little bit more about their critical reception and the band members. So, until next time, my name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you.